Mike, 53, joined Louise, 50, and Charlie, 56. At the moment the BBC breakfast presenters were discussing the day's newspaper headlines, with the trio also joined by business reporter Ben Thompson. As is regular on the BBC morning news show, each presenter spoke in detail about a story they thought would be of interest to bring to attention to viewers at home, and Mike's stood out amongst the rest. Sticking to his speciality of sport and sport-like challenges, Mike discussed a story about a window cleaning tournament which had taken place in London over the last few days, with his colleagues making a joke about the article. However, when Louise took the joke one step further by telling the sports reporter he should be cleaning the windows of the studio, Mike insisted he would do no such thing, as his colleagues chuckled away. "I'm not abseiling Mike Bushell." After discussing the story, Louise told Mike, "We know what you're going to be doing next, don't we?" To which the sports reporter could be seen looking over his shoulders, joking he was going to clean the windows. Mike remarked, "It's a very big building, I'd need a very big ladder," which gave Louise the incentive to think of a way they could make the sports presenter more equipped to clean the windows. "We'd send you up. Have you seen them on the outside of this building?" Louise asked Mike, referring to the profession of window cleaners and the people who abseil the building to get the job down. In a light-hearted tone, but not so enthusiastic about what Louise was insinuating, Mike remarked, No, I'm not abseiling." After Mike's refusal to take on the task by scouring the building, the hosts of the show continued with the rest of the segment, with Louise discussing a story which caught her eye about fossils. However, this isn't the first time Louise has jokingly got on the wrong side of her colleagues this week, as she revealed a blunder she made when joined by Dan Walker, 42, earlier this week. On Tuesday, Louise's co-host was celebrating his birthday but kept it on the down low until Louise mentioned the special occasion when the pair were joined by reporter John Watson. "I want to wish an official happy birthday to Dan," Louise said after the sports roundup, to which her co-host thanked her. John questioning why Dan hadn't mentioned his birthday earlier, Dan said, "I've had enough of them." "John, I've had enough of them, do you know what I mean?" Dan then turned to Louise and said, "If you want to bring me any cake. Have you brought any cake in?" To which the presenter replied, "No, I didn't, I forgot," teasing Louise. Dan chuckled away in astonishment, before adding, "That's quite alright," with John stating, "Making you feel love, aren't we? Welcome to International Day of Happiness." Huge thank you to @Louise Minchin for following through on her promise and bringing in a massive cake. #BBig breakfast pic.twitter.com web link. Dan Walker, @MrDanWalker, the 20th of March 2019. Trying to make up for her mistake, Louise said, "Can I bring one in tomorrow?" To which Dan replied, "Cake every day, I'd never say no to cake." True to her word, Louise gifted Dan with a cake backstage on yesterday's show, with the presenter taking to Twitter to thank his co-host for the kind gesture. However, Dan was the one groveling when the pair were joined by sports reporter Sally Nugent, 47, yesterday, with the journalist showing the hosts a video of a trampoline gymnast. Believing the footage wasn't real, Dan went on to grill Sally, thinking the video was edited to make it look like the gymnast had reached heights greater than they actually could. Though later, Dan had a change of heart and apologized to Sally. "Sorry. I've become a cynic, sorry, I mustn't be a cynic." BBC Breakfast airs weekdays at 6 a.m. on BBC One.